Hello everyone and welcome to my first ever crochet tutorial. I am beyond excited to share with you my beautiful mystic belt pattern. But a brief disclaimer before we begin, this tutorial is intermediate and uses UK terminology. The project itself is very quick and easy, but I do advise that you know the basic crochet stitches as I won't be revising them today. If you prefer to have written instructions or a chart for the granny squares, both are linked for free in the caption and all information should be clarified there. Now let's move on to the materials. You will need a fine weight yarn, a 3.5mm crochet hook, a 0.9mm crochet hook, a yarn needle, standard scissors, and beads of your choosing. We shall start by placing a classic slip knot onto your hook, then chain 5 and slip stitch into the first chain of the round to make a small center circle. To begin the next round, chain 2 and treble crochet into the circle you just made. Chain 2 once more, followed by 2 treble crochets into the same circle. Repeat this chain 2 space and 2 treble crochet pair 6 more times. As you reach the end of this round, count to ensure that you have 8 pairs of treble crochets, noting that the original chain 2 is included amongst these clusters. Then chain 2 and slip stitch into the top of the first treble crochet. Start the next round by chaining 6 and double crochet into the middle of the next treble crochet cluster. Repeat these steps 6 more times, so continue chaining 6, followed by a double crochet to fasten. As you approach the end, count to ensure you have a total of 7 arches. Then, to complete your 8th and final arch, chain 3 and treble crochet into the first chain of the round. For this last round, you should be starting from the peak or middle of the arch you just made. If so, chain 3 and double crochet into the same space. To create a corner, treble crochet 4 times into the next space. Followed by a chain 3 and 4 more treble crochets. Into the next space, double crochet, chain 3 and double crochet again. This will create the edge of your square with a small arch in the middle. Continue this sequence of stitches, creating 3 more corners with 2 edges in between. Once you reach the end of your 4th corner, slip stitch into the first chain of the round, and this is your first square completed. For connecting the squares, crochet as instructed until you reach the third corner of the fourth round. As normal, treble crochet 4 times into the next space. However, instead of chaining 3, chain only 1 and slip stitch into the corner of the first square you made. This should connect them together, so chain 1 to fasten and treble crochet 4 more times to complete the corner. Into the next space, double crochet and chain 1. Again, slip stitch into the adjacent chain 3 space of the original square, chain 1 to secure, and double crochet to finish. The last corner will follow the same instructions as the third, treble crochet 4 times, chain 1, slip stitch into the adjoining corner of the first square, chain 1, and treble crochet 4 more times. Finish as normal by slip stitching into the first chain of the round. And your squares should look something like this once they are joined. Continue this process of attaching squares until you reach your desired length. Now, moving on to the finishing touches. To crochet the straps, begin with a classic slip knot and slip stitch into the corner of an end square. Then chain 100. Note that you can chain less if you'd like shorter ties and more if you want them longer. When cutting your work, remember to leave behind a long tail if you want to add beads at the ends. To attach beads, use your 0.9mm crochet hook or a small needle and thread your yarn tail through the bead. Depending on the type of bead, either finish here by knotting the end to fasten or bring the yarn back up to chain 100 of the tie and make the knot there. And of course, don't forget to weave in your ends. Your belt is now done. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions or felt stuck at any point, please refer to the free written pattern linked in the description. Please tag me in any recreations on my Instagram @LotusTheLabel. Otherwise, have fun crocheting and I'll see you next time.